6 players they brought in this year. You only need 2 of those players to really make an impact on this team currently and this year.
And we assume the 2 defensive backs in rounds 1 and round 2, that's Arnold and Rakestraw, are going to contribute to this team.
Yep.
And then can you get one other guy to potentially contribute, be it in the backfield, in the running back? We have seen last year how many times did Craig Reynolds need to be called upon? How many times, with Khalif Raymond going out, do you need a kick returner? Well, Sione Vaki.
We're going to love this guy.
And Brad Holmes loves him. Here's Brad Holmes talking about the Lions' 4th-round pick.
It was really impressive. I don't think I've ever seen a player do basically a 4-position workout at one pro day. It was really impressive. You got to dig deep to get that done.
What were the 4 positions he trained at?
Yeah, so he did a DB workout first, same as he did at the Combine and, being at the Senior Bowl. But, he did a DB workout first. It was a long DB workout, in my opinion. I thought it was one of the longer DB workouts that I've seen. He did that first. So I'm watching Pro Day, and I was like, did he even do any running back stuff or catching the football? So then after the long DB workout, then you saw the running back stuff. And so then he does running back stuff, all the drill work and bag work and footwork stuff and all that stuff. So then he does a wide receiver workout. So he's the slot receiver, outside receiver, backed up, going in the red zone. And then I'm like, man, and you would think that he was almost about to just fall out. Yeah. And you can see him sometimes he's been sober, but, he's digging deep. He's standing up and he's doing it. And so I'm like, okay, he's had enough. And then the workout keeps going, and now he's doing a special teams workout, and he's fielding punts, he's fielding kicks, and it was very impressive. But that's the type of kid he is. He's another kid that we really enjoyed getting to know during this process. We're excited to get to work with.
Maz, you're right. They're definitely gonna love him, and I'll let you elaborate more on that. I just want to break down how hard those pro day workouts. I only did one. I did the wide receiver position. I never played anything else in college. They try to wear you down because they want to see where do you dig from when you're tired. Can you catch the ball when you're gassed? Can you run the right route? Can you get the right depth? I had to just worry about that, man, as the wide receiver position. And those workouts do last upwards of, 45 minutes. That's a long time to work. Now, you're not only doing the wide receivers. Now you're doing running back drills. Now you're doing cornerback work. Now you're even doing special teams work. There's a reason why they draft this player, man, to go through a workout like that. Because I remember just doing wide receiver, and I thought, all right, you get towards the end of it. He's like, have you seen everything you need to see?
Well, because your heart's pumping as well.
100%.
It's not just
you're
working
nervous.
out.
You're interviewing for your life.
Every aspect of that entire
critiqued
second is critiqued.
Yeah, so get through 4 workouts.
He's a Swiss Army knife, this guy. You use the word a lot, but this is a guy that a lot of teams have. Now the Lions have one, and you're gonna be in love with this guy. And just in case someone gets hurt in the defensive backfield, hey Vaki, go play out there.
He's legit too. He can play.
Patrick O in the chat says Vaki on special teams, and that's really an underrated aspect of his really availability is his ability on special teams. This is a team, the Detroit Lions, that values special teams. They don't see 2 sides of the ball. They see 3. They see offense, defense, and special teams. And if that's a player that can help them, look at what they did for Jalen Reeves-Maybin. Made him the highest paid special teams player in the NFL. That's 100%. A team that values that side, that element of the game.
I remember I didn't respect special teams necessarily much. Don't get me wrong. I know what special teams is. I've played football my whole life. But when you're looking at the grand scope, when I got to the NFL, I'm like, there's offense, there's defense, and there's special teams. I mean, they're in there, but it's offense, it's defense.
You're good if you're not in at that
100%.
point.
I remember Jerry Rossberg, who was a special teams coach for the Browns when I was there. He said this in year 1. This is 2005. He said, if you don't have a special team, he said, you're not making the playoffs. You're not going to be a good team. I said, we're arguing. I said, you can make it to the playoffs on great special teams. It is what it is. I'm young. I'm a hot shot. I'm saying it is. All special teams sucked my first year, sucked my second year. We were 3-13 and we were 4-12. Third year, we were 10-6. We had one of the best special teams units in the NFL, and I saw the value of having all three phases. When you have all three phases, and now that they're changing the rules a little bit in this game, you're going to want to have all three phases sold up. And a player like this, he can be that catalyst. It's just like the Patriots. They've had the guy that's made the Pro Bowl for the last 10 years in a row. What's his name? He's a leader, too. I can't think of him.
I think he just retired.
He just retired. Whatever his name
Matthew
is.
Slater.
Matthew Slater. There it is. He's a guy that you can trust. You need leaders for all three phases, and he could be a guy that could be a leader for the special teams unit.
You talk about these players. We don't know whether they're going to hit or not. We think there's good value. We think they're going to be okay. Warren Sharp put out where he thinks the Lions draft class is going to rank.
Look at that.
And it's pretty
on
high.
Top.
It's number one.
Yes.
It's the best
Sharp football is a great follow, guys.
Yeah, it is. It is the best value of the 2024 NFL draft.
I like it.
The top five was really good. I think the Dolphins had a good class. The Chiefs got better.
Yeah,
How could the Chiefs get better? You know what I mean? They
got their Tyreek Hill.
Exactly what they set out to do. The Chiefs did. The Steelers, absolutely. And, of course, I thought the Eagles, again, had a really nice draft. The Eagles are going to win that division again this year after taking a one-year hiatus.
Where's they have the Ravens? Can you see?
Baltimore Ravens is seventh on this list.
They're top three.
Yeah, you think so?
Trust me. They're top three.
Yeah, so again, Lions getting a lot of love from a lot of different people, and really specifically their top two targets in the first two rounds.
Now they just got to play.
Arnold and Rakestraw.
I know you love the Ravens, man, and you have every right to love what they do as a front office, what they've been doing for years. I remember being in that division every year, Ryan, and speaking of that division and players drafted, saw Haloti Ngata, still a mountain of a human.
Patrick Queen.
Still a mountain of a human. But every year, Ryan, we would just look like Cleveland. I'm hanging out with the Browns and we're chilling, watching the draft. We're like, how the hell did Baltimore get that guy?
Yeah.
How the hell did the Baltimore get this guy? Like every pick, you're like, this guy's going to be good. And lo and behold, it's another guy to make that team be what they've been.
And what they do at the end of that first round a few years back?
Oh, Lamar Jackson.
Trade to get Lamar Jackson.
Yep.
But don't forget about what they did in free agency, too, in getting Derrick Henry.
Yep.
I mean, this is exactly what I think Lamar Jackson has wanted his entire career.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is the ability to actually have some help at the running back position. And, look, J.K. Dobbins is a nice player. He just hasn't been able to stay healthy. And now he's over in L.A. with the Chargers. Yeah. You know, and we'll hear from him in just a little bit. But nonetheless, that's a team that got better. This is as good an NFL, I think, as we've seen in a long time. You just talk about these quarterbacks that are so good and these wide receivers that are so good. No, they don't play defense, and no, they can't hit. And it is all geared towards offense. And some people love that. I do love that. I wish they could hit a little bit more. I wish they could, I don't like the ticky-tack stuff at the end of the game when a defensive back has his hand on a guy's back and they call pass interference and it's a 50-yard penalty. Like, I don't like that. I wish that would be legislated out of the game. But aside from that, man.
That should be instant replay available.
I totally agree with you. They should, coaches should be available to challenge anything that happens on the field.
Or do the college rule, 15 yards.
Maybe that too.
Yeah, that challenge is coming in terms of being able to challenge everything. That day is coming. I think enough of the right people have been complaining loud. I think the NFL is finally, I don't know, it's not going to be this year, but I think next year you could see.